entertainment. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Team. 52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Crunch. General West. Look at me. Door. Check.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A run for Nick Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, McCain, and he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
On the double.
55. Here we go.
Hey. Leo. Be driven.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
380. 46 to Mike. Yeah.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check Mike 46. I'm coming.
Play action. Now Wilson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, McCain. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything to go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
At the 17-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
To throw is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wide, get wide. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
70,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Look, squeeze.
Check. Slam. Check your hot read. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
A toss play to Chubb. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Yep.
Motion to backfield.
Hey, wahoo. On the ball. Fight.
To throw on 2nd down. McCain got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Browns first down.
Ready? 10-2 start. Hey, Haywood.
Go. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Man out.
Throwing on 1st down. McCain. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A 1st down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
What? Lady.
46 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Let's
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. They also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 9-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block. You go tight. You got tight. You got
X3. 218. Jump.
kill. Check 3. Check 3.
Gone.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
80 weapons.
36.
They go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, baby.
It's a gain of a yard.
Come on, set. 91. Topper. Speed grip.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the set.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Don't get nervous. Hey, orbit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, high 7.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw on third down. McCain. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
46, come on. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Run it.
46.
Do it.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go. Listen.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The final shot before break. McCain, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
55. Hey, let's get this, get this. Check. Hatchet.
Pilot, 64, weak. Roll out.
SOS.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
We play to win. Let go.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Out. Hey, check 24. Watch the ship.
Go.
Watch the ship. Check 52. 54 is Mike.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
That's what I'm talking about.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike's 54. Hey, check.
5.
Mike's 5-4. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! 46 to Mike, 46.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
380. 46 to Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Safe. Check. Check, watch it. Tighten up.
Go. Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Set. And logo.
Hey, switch gears.
Protein spill.
Switch it. Check. Frag down. Quick dash. Go. Back.
Hey, exit. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 50. Plant.
Check. Walk 54.
Move.
Let's get off the field, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McCain. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Cleveland.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike's 54. Now let's run.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 1st down, McCain looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, watch it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCain launches a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watch it. Spawn. No.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home, yo. Let's make these go.
Operating from the gun, McCain. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They run, Chubb, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on third down, McCain being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running for it, here's Chubb, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to Barkley again. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Saquon Barkley. 87 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Now, what's the call here? Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCain. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
To throw again. McCain. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCain. And the pressure gets to him again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, McCain. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Grenade! 46 to Mike. In your face. Good job right there. Good job right there. He's checking. He's
Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go! Rush in! Whip! Watch the whip! Shoot!
They run it again with Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready? 70, Indy.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out